I'm live. So here I'm trying to put nibs in. I'm going to call this accountant. I've got a lot of these very, very fine nibs. I'm going to put these, I'm just labeling these as accountant. I know damn well that they're all going to get mixed up again, but if I can do a little tiny bit of pre-sorting, I'll be fine. Steel. This goes in. This is flexible, I think. No, this is kind of firm. I don't know where to put that one. I need to come up with a different flexible name. Semi-flex, maybe. Semi-flex, is that a good name for? Oh, okay, Schiavello. Sorry about that. Add you again here. Hey, Mighty. Have you figured out, Mighty Mouse, have you figured out how to make your camera work yet? Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, when the screen suddenly goes dark, there's nothing I can do to make it go dark. So I have to turn it off, and I think I ended the stream. Who knows whether it's still unended? It's still going.
I think it was going because myself and Joshua were talking for about 3 or 5 minutes after you.
Yeah.
Just did.
Well, let me try something though. Let me just see if I go to my studio, my channel, because damn technology. Yeah, it says I'm how to be pretty on live chat. Well, I'm chatting in 2 live.
Oh no!
I'm live in 2 places. I don't think that's possible in the laws of physics.
Yeah.
So my entire lecture on how to look pretty maybe is wasted. I'll have to do that again. Maybe I'll.
It's not wasted.
But we'll see.
That was just me that texted you, just so you know.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I mean, I saw that it was you. So
yeah.
what I'm doing right now, I'm seeing that we are live. I'm looking at us on the phone, and Mighty Mouse can see that we're live.
Yes.
Mighty Mouse, I don't. Well, we'll figure it out. Because again, the other stream might still technically be going, though it can't be going with actual content.
Yes, the other stream is going, but it's completely just
Dark.
black.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do about that. It'll just go on forever.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
This is how science fiction / horror movies start. That suddenly there's 2 universes and 2 Schiavellos and 2 Peter Gustafsons, and we're invisible, but we know we're a shadow of ourselves. Here's the real me, and here's the shadow me, and you have a shadow you, and we can go in and we can rob banks, and we can do all sorts of stuff without being caught. Because
that sounds terrifying.
This guy will be blamed. The real peer will be blamed when the shadow peer does all the bad things.
Not the shadows.
Yes. So I think that's how this YouTube StreamYard snafu will inspire all sorts of cool things. And Mighty Mouse is only alive in one place. And I think that's probably best, Mighty Mouse. There's no reason for any of us to live in 2 places. Uh-oh, I bet someone's going to want this pen.
Why?
Because it has a price sticker still on it.
I don't know. That means brand new.
And it's a snorkel. So maybe I'm going to put this in Effextinol's little jar. I have a little thing all set for him.
Yes. Did you see Russell's
cooking?
Yeah, the skull.
The skull. His cooking show. I saw that he put it in the crematorium there, but I don't know if it's been repaired, if it's finished. I think if when you build your estate in West Virginia, I think his talents might be wasted in raking leaves and watering the petunias. I think having him be in a wing by himself, or even a suite of rooms, and him making art would be delightful. You might have to have a stipulation that no marionettes are made in your house, but you could probably buy him a small studio elsewhere where he could do his marionetting.
He can do his marionetting in the pool house, like
pool house. Okay.
The guest house.
You've decided that. Okay.
Yeah. And then the basement is dedicated to you, apparently, according to Frederick.
Well, I don't necessarily need the basement. I do, contrary to popular belief, I don't mind looking outside at the sun and the trees and things like that. I'm happy to have a window.
Oh, we'll make sure you have windows.
Okay.
Yes. But I said to Frederick, I think we'll need to get like armed security so Pia can't keep bringing findings of his in.
Dumpsters.
Dumpster diving Pia. Yeah.
Okay. How much does what cost, Mighty Mouse?
The pen.
The snorkel with the price sticker? Oh, I have to figure that out. I don't fix snorkels, and but I would. So I am selling a pen that's not repaired, and but Affextanol, I think, knows how to fix them and likes to fix them. So it's and I just know he likes snorkels. I don't know whether he requires it to have a price sticker on it. And a price sticker is something that just gets in the way of me using it. But we'll see. Is that a pen you want, Mighty Mouse? You want a snorkel with a price sticker? When the price sticker is only a piece of paper on the nib, if you fill it up, it's going to get ruined. Oh, what did the price sticker say?
Yes.
Oh, let me find it. I think it was $7. Like, where did I put it? Oh, Affextanol's spot.
Yeah.
That's where it was. Medium. Oh, it just says medium. It doesn't give the price. It just says it's a medium nib. So, Schiavello, look at this. For those of you in Mighty Mouse, if you've never seen a snorkel, watch what happens to the nib here.
Oh my. Okay.
And so that comes out so that you can dip just the end of the tube in the ink. You fill it through the tube, and then it goes back in, and you don't have to wipe off your nib with your little Kleenex.
Oh, that's groovy.
But the thing is, in order for the system to work, in addition to all of the other shit that's in this pen, you have to have a spring, you have to have this, it's full of all sorts of crap that takes up room that ink could have been in. So there's the plastic, there's this tube, there's a spring, there's that tube, there's the rubber sack on the inside. So there's a lot of technology in this pen that takes up room that could be filled with ink.
It's all about the ink.
Well, it can be. I mean,
Yeah.
you want a pen that holds twice as much ink, that you don't have to fill so cleverly. That's the point. The cleverness takes up room.
Interesting. Very. Mr. Schroeder says that is totally cool.
It is. Your opinion of it will change if you try to fix it. Then it only becomes totally fucked. It remains partially cool when you have to fix them, but the whole it's a nightmare because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5 rubber parts that are in that pen that all have to work, and rubber gets old and hard, so the rubber can't be hard. So it's not just fixing the sack, it's fixing one big round O-ring and 1, 2 little washers, and there might be a third in there somewhere, but they all have to work in order for the pen to work. What did you think of my drawings? I put it on my Per Gustafson Instagram, showing my my messes I make here.
Your doodles and things like that.
Yeah, my little.
I thought I actually enjoyed it. I was, because I was privy to be able to watch you doing them.
Yeah.
And so to see a final product, in a sense, it was very. I don't know. It felt like deja vu in a sense.
Yeah. Well, they do have they when I take a picture of them and I crop them or I compose them on the rectangle a certain way, because I'm sort of putting a frame around them rather than just being part of this large book. They become, I don't want to say art, but I'm going to say art. They become art because I'm framing them in a certain way.
Right.
Taking a picture of this page fully, you're just seeing an artifact of my doodling. But when I crop it, then it becomes it becomes a little bit more intentional and less doodly. And I think it would really be fun to have walk in an entire room and seeing a wall, covered in that sort of pattern.
Mm-hmm.
It would look like the Russian amber room. This rich, the Russian amber room. It's a room in one of the Russian palaces that one of the czars had made in Germany for his palace. And you walk into the room, and it's floor to ceiling, and I don't know if the ceiling is included, but all of the walls and the carvings on the walls, it's all amber. Yeah, look at pictures of it. It would be like you were inside of a jar of honey, almost, because it's this beautiful golden room, and it was taken apart and moved, and then it was captured by the Nazis.
Oh, wow.
And then it was moved somewhere else, and they haven't found it. It's missing still. But it's a wonder of the modern world, in terms of an artistic thing. If they did ever find it and put it back together, it would be amazing. I think they're trying to reproduce it, maybe synthetically, not using actual amber. But it's, and I didn't even know this thing existed until a couple of years ago, because I have tunnel vision in what I pay attention to.
No,
read.
You don't say.
Huh?
No, you don't say. You have tunnel vision.
I do have tunnel vision. There's gobs of things I don't know anything about, but this being that this is a artistic thing that I should have known about, surprises me and other people. But anyway, it's
very
a room full of ledger paper, that looks, or a pattern that looks like the pages I'm drawing, my doodles, I think would be kind of interesting. Walking in a room where the wall is just a fully articulated with little tiny lines would be kind of fun.
I agree.
I once, in my early art career, Schiavello, I was somewhat famous for doing a certain kind of art. Okay. And I won a couple of grants, and I had a couple of shows, and where I created objects out of paper that were life-size sort of reproductions of the objects, and they were made of paper, and I drew on the surfaces with black and white ink wash and black pen. So if you walked into a room, and I made 2 different suites of rooms, the floor, the ceiling, the walls, the objects inside, a piano, furnaces, pipes, drill press, all sorts. They are all made of paper, and they, but it was all black and white. So it was like you were inside of a black and white drawing. And I don't have the rooms anymore. I have some of the objects still. Most of them were sold. The rooms were destroyed. They weren't stolen by the Nazis, but they were thrown in the dumpster. It's one of the rare instances where I actually threw something away. But let me see if I can find a picture of what it looked like, because I was famous at one point. Famous,
You were?
kinda.
Well, I must say, like, and this is probably me being a bit naive because I discovered you through Frederick.
Yeah.
And I asked Frederick last night when we were on stream, or this morning for me when we were on stream, and I said, "Is Pia famous?" Question mark. And he replied back saying, "Yes, and like in your area and in certain worlds, you are." And he reminded me about having that briefcase in the museum in New York.
Yeah. In California. Yeah.
Oh, California. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's one of my constructions. It's a suitcase that, again, looks real. It's the same size and shape of the real thing, but it's made of paper. And the reason I stopped creating these things was I started doing flat drawings for Penworld magazine. And as I was composing flat, deciding, how am I going to have the view from this point of view or that point of view, or will I have the shadows going this way or that way? I suddenly and I would do all these sketches. I suddenly realized how much I missed studying composition. And I never, ever, ever did that with my sculptural pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And because, the suitcase I could have open or shut, but that was about it. And I could place the suitcase. I tried to do these things where I would place more than one object together in a particular manner. And I wanted people to buy the whole suite of things, the tuba on a chair. It was important that the tuba and the chair stay together, but people just wanted to buy the tuba. So it really sort of made me think I was a one track pony. Is that the word? It seems like I was only famous for doing one thing, which was copying things to
one hit wonder.
A one hit wonder. And I wanted to branch out and do other things. And I did do other things. I made, let's see if do I have any of my snowflakes here?
Oh, I heard about your snowflakes.
One of the things I did, I would cut, and again, this was drawing, and this started as a plan to do, to make decorations for our building one year, because the management office went to the store and bought really shitty, just embarrassingly awful decorations for the lobby. And I said, this is not going to happen next year. So I made these big snowflakes shapes that were made of art supplies. And that got me to make little ones, smaller ones. But I have a few here I can show you.
I would love to see.
Here's one snowflake I made. Now this is bigger than most of them are, but it's 6 objects all drawn together with white ink on black paper, and then I cut them out. So this is if you look at it, it's a boot.
Oh wow!
And when you have 6 of them overlapping, then you can make a snowflake. So, and each time I would draw the boot, I would change the light source. So they're all a little bit different. Let's see if I can find another one here. I had hundreds of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably thousands, actually. And I gave them all to, I'd say I'd start out with a piece of a hexagonal, I'd cut out a hexagonal piece of paper, and then I would draw, where's the frickin' camera? Then I would draw, this was going to be a bottle opener. That's the cork. And here was, this was I did some of them on colored paper, which I didn't like, but this is a paper airplane.
Oh, wow.
If you just look at one of them, paper airplane. This one was a, what is this? You tell me what this is.
Is it the clip on a pen?
It's they're little grass clippers. They're sort of antique.
Oh, yes.
So they're scissors, and Joshua wants to join us.
Oh, yes. I apologize. Apparently Joshua is going to join. Sure, but Pia is frozen. Is it just me? No, Pia is frozen. Okay. Oh, it's just me. No, not just me. I don't know what's happening.